Hey Naz, Coach Finch was just in here talking about kind of the strength that you put on this off season. I'm wondering through the first four games here, where have you felt the strength maybe the most in your game?
Uh, when I'm rebounding, I feel like I'm stronger with the ball. I'm grabbing it with two hands, being able to, you know, grab it out of people's hands at times. I feel like my hand strength has definitely gotten better. I've gotten bigger, wider. When they able to, when they able to still be able to, keep my same speed or these and those things.
Was that the biggest adjustment that you made in terms of rebounding, just putting on the more strength?
And going to get it. I mean, that was a big thing last year where I would just, box out or just, stand around and things like that. So just being more active, going to get the ball, and actually going to get it and grabbing it out the air and or out of people's hands or things like that.
Hey Naz, just overall, how do you feel about the way that you're playing? I mean, it seems like night in and night out, you're having a lot of success. I mean, just in terms of wanting to come into the preseason and put on a good show, just how are you feeling that way?
It's a statement. I mean, I put the work in this summer, big time work, day in and day out. Extra reps in the gym, just going hard, like, and it's showing, it's paying off. And I mean, it's just the beginning, but like I said, I've been working this summer, and I'm just ready to show it and be able to do what I could do, and show what I can do with no barriers.
Is that kind of, I mean, is it just kind of nice validation for you because you did put all that work in, just kind of now be reaping some of the benefits there?
Definitely, definitely. Like I said before, I mean, like I told you guys in the press conference before, like I'm only getting better. Sky's the limit. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. So, I mean, the work I did this summer is just this. I would say this is probably the first summer that I really locked in and did what I was supposed to do, and it's showing now. And I'm not even, like I said before, I didn't even scratch the surface. So I'm ready for moments like this, starting moments, back up. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm ready for it.
Do you think is it was this the first summer just you learning on what it takes to be a pro and figure out that thing? Yeah.
That with my diet, going to sleep one time, being up early to work out, working out multiple times in the day, getting my shots in. Everything matters. Drinking a lot of water, running up hills, like all of that stuff that I put in this summer is. I promise you, I'm going to show it.
Hey Naz, I think the one thing, if anybody knocked you in past years, it would have been consistency, and doing stuff like this on a consistent basis. That off-season work, do you think that will unlock that for you?
Definitely. I mean, I think it was a maturing thing that I've done. I think that's part of my maturity. Just not thinking that one game is okay to have a big game, but thinking that every game is okay to have a big game because at the end of the day, we're trying to win and we're trying to get somewhere past the first round that we got to last year. So those things matter, and I feel like if I play to my best of my abilities, and alongside these guys that's also doing the same thing, I think the sky's the limit for us.
This team's 4-0 in the preseason now with one game to play. Like, do you think there's something to that? Like, does that matter? Does that carry over to the regular season?
I feel like it does. That's what the preseason is for, especially the last couple of games. You want to really lock in and bring that energy and effort and that the smarts to going into the regular season.
Now, so I think probably asked you this before, but this is year 4 for you on this team. Team's been very different each of your 4 seasons. You've been very different each of your 4 seasons. How do you just kind of reflect right now on your time in Minnesota going into your 4th year?
I feel like it's been an uphill. Like I've just been going uphill. With each team, each coach, each GM. I feel like whatever the case may be, I've escalated to another level. And having that support system that I have now. I mean, I've still have some of the guys that I came in within Jalen Noel and meeting Jaden and Nate. Those guys are like really like my right hand men. So we just keep each other confident. I mean, that's all I can say about it. I mean, just keeping each other confident with that group, and then showing that what we can do on a night in night out basis. I mean, they boosted my confidence tremendously. So I'll give a lot of credit to them.
And then with that offseason, you've talked about that before, working with those guys this summer and talk about that being a very important summer for you. I'm curious, middle of the summer, you know, the Rudy trade happens, and does the way you're training at all like change, knowing that you're probably going to be playing the 4 more this season than the 5?
No, because I like being a skill big. I like having those things that, you know, a lot of other bigs might not have, and just continuing to grow on those things and getting better. I've always been working on my handle, working on my shot, rolling, planning the post. I feel like it was more of a confidence thing for real.
Right. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Naz.
Hey, Naz.
Thanks, Taz.